And here we go. Ching ching darlings. Welcome to something new. This is going to be called Bexy Cam. That's me because I'm Bexy. You can see in the mirror there. Look, there's Minnie was and Peter there. Say hello, darling. It's just to tell you a little bit more about me. Well, for me to tell you about me, if you're interested, that is. You may or may not know already. You probably know already that I'm a lady. I am Lady Rebecca Gooding of Hogan Manor Estate, and I'm also a writer. And I'm going to go on a little walk today with the two adorable hands that we have, just to take you around the valley so you can see what's happening out and about of our place, and so you can catch a glimpse of these guys, because these little guys, they're the inspiration for Millie and Rufus in my books. They're mentioned more in the second book, but when the books are on the shelf and you get to read it, you can actually see this little video and know that the inspiration came from these two guys. So I hope you enjoy our little walk. Well, this is Rufus. Rufus. Oh, now he's decided to walk in a shot. There we go. Rufus. There we go, darling. Rufus Doofus. And he's going to show him there, look. Isn't he adorable? I'm just going to go down. Oh, I was going to come down for a belly rub, but that's Rufus. Now we've got to find Millie. Where are you, darling? Millie? There's little Millie. And I better not say exactly what we're doing, because they just know. Oh, I'm being summoned. Look at that, look. Belly rub. Oh, yeah, you're adorable boy, aren't you? Yes, yes. These guys are 11 years old now, but they're still young and sprightly, as you will see as we go out. So join me on the next clip when we're out and about. This is brilliant. I've put my glasses down and I can't find them. I do this very often. They're not on my head. No, they're not on my head. I'm just going to look around for my glasses. Do you know, when I'm recording, it's really strange. I never know whether to look at the camera, which is over here somewhere, or look at myself. So I end up like looking all weird. So anyway, oh, I'm spotting my glasses. And here we go. Right, we're off out. Rufus and Millie, here we go. Just walking down the road from where we live. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the wooded area. It's lovely in there. We're going to walk through there in a minute. It's good to think of in there. A bit of forest bathing gives me a lot of positive energy. It makes me think about my characters. And we take this opportunity, my husband and I, to talk through ideas about the book.
Yes.
So whilst the other videos on the Fantabulous Beasties are a little bit crazy and a bit mad, yeah, like I said earlier, a little bit about me and where I walk with the guys, including this big guy.
Some good views around as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. That view over there, that's of the estuary of Plymouth, the River Plym. And here we go. Oh, that's Peter. There we go.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. There's the valley. We're going to go down there. Rufus is dragging me along because he's on an extending lead, but at the moment he's only about a metre and a bit away from me, and I usually give him about 8 metres, so we'll see him running around in a moment. Here he goes, and he's off on the extended lead now. He's got a maximum of 8 metres, so the trouble is he forgets and he'll end up doing a backflip in a minute if he runs off too fast. Careful, Rufus, you've not got much more than that. There you go. It's good that he's got a bit of freedom to do a bit of running though, bless him. He's such an adorable boy, he really is. And he wants to please. And he's awesome at finding the best sticks ever. Back again. It's great. There's nobody around at the moment, because sometimes there's a lot of people. It's quite popular with dog walkers around here. Sometimes, you know, there's just so many. You're forever reeling these guys in. Oh, as far as you go, mate. There we go. Let's see what we can find. We'll do a bit of Millie cam as well. There she is. The gorgeous Millie running off ahead. Taking it all in. Beautiful trees. Well, Rufus' lead is about to hang Peter and trip me up. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Oh, Millie's caught the scent of something. I think she's on alert. There she is in her sparkly collar. Princess Millie. There's my Lord Gooding. There he is. Oh, they're gorgeous.
Hello.
Okay, we're taking this walk today. We're actually going to end the walk by going up and joining the library. I was a member years ago, but I can't find my card, so I'm just going to rejoin. Libraries, they seem to be going out of fashion, but they shouldn't be, because they are great. There's nothing like reading a story on a page in a book. You can keep your Kindle, keep your iPad apps. It's better to have the pages, I think. It's much better for you, health-wise as well. Here we go, health bid. Because the bright lights on the screen tend to keep you awake. Whereas if you read a few pages before you go to bed, sometimes you end up having to read the same thing again because you fall asleep, and maybe that's just me. These community trees. When we first started walking around here a few years ago, they were just little twigs, but they're proper fruit trees, apple trees. You might be able to see them close up in a minute.
Yeah.
They've come on really well. I'm not sure what the apples would be like. They're probably like little sour little things at the moment. But it's lovely to see the fruit trees, encourages the bees and everything. But they're quite big apples. It's very tempting to go up and snag one and see if they're going to be any good. Maybe I should just wait till they fall and maybe try one then. But like I said, it might be a little bit sour. Let me see if I can go in a bit closer so you can see the apples. Don't know if you can, maybe not.
It's sour at the moment.
There we go. There's an apple fallen from the tree. Like Peter just said, oh, it's got a mug. Look at that, look. It's got a worm. It's got a creature on it. Good old nature. We'll give that back to Mother Earth, shall we? I think.
Baby slug, look, baby one.
Baby slug. Oh, bless him. What should we call him? Should we name him Bert or something like that? Little apples. Sour little apples.
I'll put him back. Rufus, not a ball.
No, Rufus.
Rufus, not a ball. Come on.
Bless him, he thinks it's a tennis ball. There he is, full extent of the lead. Absolutely loving it. We have to avoid this piece of the path there. There's an actual spring there. You might be able to see the groove in it. Always been there, cutting down through the earth right across the path. There's always a puddle, which Mr. in white there seems to love. And we're totally muddy black feet, but he absolutely loves it. And sometimes we just let him go. I think he's looking for an awesome stick. Oh, I think he might find something. Anything good, Rufus? No, not good enough. Okay.
Too small, I think, that one.
I think so. Being a Jack Russell, he tends to go for the biggest branch ever. Oh, even that one's not big enough, I don't think. No. There's Millie. Oh, Rufus. Look. Rufus. Found one. Boy. Wild blackberries. Lovely. There's loads of them. There's loads of it around here. I like them when they're all plump and that usually indicates that they're sweet. These probably be quite sour, which is fine for my husband and my daughter because they love them like that. Yeah. But they make me sort of turn my face inside out if I have them. Look at them, they look gorgeous, don't they? And these beautiful flowers. Wild flowers along the walkway. Stinging nettles, which would be useful for stinging nettle wine. Haven't worked that out yet. But all the mixture of trees. It's absolutely lovely.
Make tea out of them as well.
Nettle tea, yes. Nettle tea is very good for you as well. There we go, some more gorgeous blackberries. Look. We have some in our garden as well. Get some of those later. Do you know what this is? These are dock leaves. Essential. They grow near to nettles and they're essential if you get stung by a nettle because the underside of these leaves actually remove the hairs that are left behind by the stinging nettles. Thankfully they always grow close together, so be careful we're out in the wild. There he is. The best stick around. Isn't that right? Good boy.
About 20 quid at 10.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to throw that now, are we? Yeah, okay, just a minute. Can't reach it. Bring it to me. Can't reach. Well, he's just going to get it to the right shape and consistency that he wants for a moment.
Hey.
There we go. We like this walk, don't we? I don't get out nearly as often as I should, and that's because I have to say, I'm going to confess, I'm a bit lazy.
It's a good little walk.
But I shouldn't be so lazy because how can you get fit if you don't get off your bottom and do something about it? But it is a nice little walk. And a bit further up, I'm going to show you a very important spot. Here's looking back down the valley where we just walked from. We were up that hill, we walked down and around, back onto the flat in here. There's another little pathway in there. which often when I look at it reminds me of things, I'm going to write about that for the book. No spoilers though. So, as I turn around, Rufus doesn't really stay. This spot here, see here, this very spot where Pete has his foot. Stand still, my love. February the 29th, 2012, we stood here with 3 dogs, and I got down on one knee and I proposed to this man and he said yes. And we got married on the 5th of November 2013 and it was absolutely wonderful. So we always stop here for a kiss, so I'm just going to pause now so we have a kiss. No, isn't that the face of happiness? Can't reach it. By the time I can't reach, he'll go, at least can't find where he's put it in. Rufus is there. Bless him.
There's another one here, look. Rufus.
Rufus, look at this stick. This one's awesome. Oh, yes.
It's not the one I have though, he says.
And we're just about to walk up this. It's a bit steep, steeper than it looks on the film, but yeah, it's good. Rufus. There's Rufus. There's his stick. Millie. Here comes Millie. Good dogs. So we've just walked up that hill. It's quite steep. We're just about to go up the other hill now, and we're going to go and join the library. So I'm not going to film that because that'll be probably very, very boring. But afterwards, I'm going to film. We're going to cut through the woods, which you'll see when we've joined the library and we've come back to this spot. So see you on the next clip. Well, we've joined the library. We went up to do that. Now we've just stopped in this little like obviously forested area I should say, but we've been walking through a valley and we've had to dive in here because it started to rain. Good old British summertime. It's August the 23rd and it's raining, but well, we get used to it. Anyway, I'll just give you a look around just a second. Now I've turned this around. There's Rufus foraging. He always found himself a pine cone there, so what have you got, mate? Let's have a look. What you got? He's a clever boy. And then he's come to investigate. So let me just give you a quick walk around. Look at this. It's beautiful here. Right on our doorstep. Hello. Little area to sit. Just down here and you can look back down through the trees at the valley. And look at this gorgeous, glorious big tree. Look. It's lovely. It's walking through here that's inspired me. What? Can't reach it. Ah, there it is. He's going to throw it himself now. It's walking through this wooded area that sort of inspired me for, we're chatting with Peter for a race of people who are in my second book. I can't give too much away because that's spoilers like I said earlier, but created a whole new race of people that you could say they hide in plain sight in the forests, and they're absolutely awesome. So you have to look out for the second book and read all about them without giving too much away. But doing a bit of forest bathing. We're heading home now, and I better be careful before Rufus trips me up because I'm about to go flat on my back otherwise. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video and this little walk around the valley. We're going to take a pathway that way now and go on home. So just giving you a little bit of an insight into me and, you know, one of the little things I like to do. So catch you later, boys. Ching ching, darlings.